Whoa, welcome to WrestleCram. This is your boy, your host with the most, but humble. And I do mean humble. D Nostra Novice, aka Derrick. It is Thursday. It is June 16th, and of course, it is my level up day. I have leveled up. Today is my birthday. I am 36 years old. I am, to me, it's just another day. I'm sorry. I'm happy that I did turn another age. But if you play RPGs, that's really still kind of a low level person. But I digress. Give me happy birthdays throughout. I've been getting happy birthdays all day. But much love to y'all. Thank y'all so much. Other than the birthday thing, I just want to thank y'all so much for allowing me to take up some of your time. It is crazy, hectic. So I thank y'all so much. Before you do anything, watch the show. If you like it, give me a thumbs up. If you think that thumbs up is a little good, but you want to do something more, go ahead and hit that subscription tab. And if you think all of that is good and you want to keep watching my show with notifications on, go ahead and hit that bell. I do 5 core shows every single week. This is one of them. This is one of my favorite ones because I just talk off the rip. This is episode, I think, 8 of my 2 cent. And if you looked at my Raw review, if you looked at the beginning of my Dynamite Rampage, I'm going to let you know what it's going to be about. And, a lot of people have talked about it. I haven't really talked about it I have, but, I'm going to talk about it in depth for about 10 minutes, hopefully a little bit more. But, a lot of stuff that's going on in the WWE, and a lot of it was during the COVID times where WWE was getting a lot of money, a gangbuster amount of money. And what did they do? They announced that they're going to release WWE talent. Now, it was a huge shocker that a lot of people were released. But, within a few, I think it was a month or so, they released even more talent. And this did not stop, y'all. I mean, if you are a wrestling person like myself, there were a gang of people that were released. Malachi Black, was one of the bigger names that I was really lost behind. Keith Lee, entire Hit Row. Pretty much all of NXT, the original OG NXT, Samoa Joe, of course, a lot of people did not re-sign with the company as well because I truly think that they knew the writing on the wall. Here's why I think that what's going to happen needs to happen and why it should happen. And if it doesn't happen, we will see pretty much the downward spiral or even the cancellation of the WWE. Just this is mine. I don't know if this is going to happen. It's just my predictions. Nostradamus, that's the name. It's off of Nostradamus, who is the guy who did a lot of predictions. So, but just think about it. Think about everybody that they released. Even as of right now, which I'm going to talk about on the dirt sheet, they just released Sasha Banks yesterday from her duties. One of the, to me, and I think to y'all as well, one of the biggest profiles, not even in women wrestling, but in wrestling as a whole. You got rid of one of your number one superstars, one of your number one wrestlers. what do you think is going to happen in your head? What do you think is going to happen? A, she's not, because we're hearing that she's going to do, you know, she wants to focus on acting. But B, what do you think is going to happen? You have two, maybe three. We could go three, maybe three huge wrestling promotions in America. And of course, you have some across the pond and some in Japan. You have Noah, and you have, of course, New Japan. So if you have all of these wrestling promotions, right? Don't you think that they're going to go to that wrestling promotion? And on top of that, if you look at Sasha Banks, because I follow her on Twitter. If you follow Sasha Banks on Twitter, don't you think those people that follow her are going to navigate toward what she's going to do? And we're not talking about hardcore wrestling fans, because, you know, I'm a big fan of Sasha, I'm a big fan of Naomi, but just think about it. If you are a person who watches only one show, which is WWE, and she goes to, let's say, Impact, or she goes to, you know, the big dog, which is AEW, don't you think that that's going to put more faces, more eyes on the product itself? I think so. You released Amber Moon, who now goes by Athena. She had a huge, and I do mean a huge, following on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook. She had all these followers. Don't you think those people are going to navigate toward the new product, toward her new gimmick? And if you've seen the new gimmick, I love the new gimmick. I love everything about Athena. Just think about it. Hardcore things. Malachi Black. He is killing it in AEW as of right now. Matt Cardone. Killing it. Literally killing it in Impact. And all these other indie areas. Braun Strowman. I forgot what his name is now. Killing it in other areas. Just, I mean, what the issue is? What is the issue? You've made so much money, because we keep hearing the dirt sheets saying that you made so much money. You made a ton of money, but you're getting rid of talent. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not mad at you getting rid of talent that isn't working. They're injured, so we have to release them. You know, we're giving out severance packages. Completely understandable. We're talking about able-bodied people that have actually... We can even talk about the Good Brothers, who were actually on the product, and then you got rid of them. You got rid of them. Like, that's crazy to me. Now they're living their best life in Impact and New Japan. They're doing cameos in AEW. I promise you, if you listen to any of the people that were released, not left, but released, they are literally living their best lives. And WWE is literally struggling. And I will go into the women's division. Let's go into the women's division. SmackDown has the most skeleton crew in that division. Either they repackaged wrestlers wrong, or you have a lot of greenhorns. You have a lot of people coming from NXT who are not ready to be in the main light. I love Shanti. I think she is truly the future of the WWE. But is she ready? Is she truly ready? Oh, what? I think not. I've never heard of Shanti because I don't do NXT. But if you look at the product, if you look at what happened, I think 2 weeks ago or last Friday, it was a shit show. Truly shit show. I'm not understanding where you released all of these great women wrestlers, and now you have, I think it's 6 people it's 6 women per division. You have, and most of them are baby faces. I mean, your show consists of baby faces versus heels. So Ronda has nobody to wrestle. She has nobody to wrestle. So let's go to the Raw side. You have Bianca Belair, right? You have Bianca Belair. You have a pretty meaty women's division on the Raw side. You do. But it's so top heavy, it makes no sense. Most of everybody that is on the Raw side has had that belt. Most of everybody has had that belt. I mean, come on, really? It's so off balance, it makes no sense. So, let's go to NXT. Soon as Triple H left, what did they do? They rebranded it to NXT 2.0. They got rid of all of the OGs. They went completely new. Now, what happened? They wanted new, fresher faces. They want collegiate level athletes, which is not bad. But they're going into actual colleges to try to find people who want to be wrestlers. I'm not mad at that at all. But here's the thing, though. You got rid of all of your new people. All your old people. You got rid of all of them. Now you have new people. Braun Breaker, bless your heart. No, I'm not convinced that he is a great wrestler or whatnot. I know NXT is the where the new people come in. They're not ready. None of those people are ready for NXT. And you can tell by the ratings. The ratings are so bad over there, it makes no sense. They went to a new time slot, a new day, and it's still bad. The tag team division, a hot tub of garbage. Yes, the Usos are good. Yes, the New Day are good. You're bringing back the Viking Raiders, who were trash, but you're bringing you put 2 men together, and you think that's a tag team. No, go to NXT, go to New Japan, go to Impact. You will see where the true definition of a tag team truly looks like. You truly see it. It's not an organic build. It's just hey, I want you and I want you. Let's make a tag team. Their tag division has been trash for the last 20 years. 20 years. They have been bad. Now, this is what they should do. I think they should expand not only into the UK, which they have done, but my suggestion is to expand into Mexico, which I thought they were doing. That must have failed. Go into Mexico. Go into Japan. Go into India, which is a high level market of wrestlers that want to wrestle. Go into these markets. Find more NXT branches that you can do, and we need to start bringing those people into the fold where they are organically go into the main roster. Because right now what they're doing is they are killing a lot of what they're doing. They're killing it. I know they don't want indie wrestlers. I understand that, but they already said that they're not going to go into the indie scene anymore, which is, I think, the worst thing you could do. But they're not going for indie wrestlers. So if you're not going for the indie wrestlers, go into these areas that have high level people that want to that are wrestlers. Grab those people, give them really decent contracts, have them into NXT, and then trickle them into the main roster. If this doesn't happen, because we're also hearing that each month, if you are not good, they're going to release you on the NXT roster. They're going to release you. That is evidence that they are still trying to get rid of people. My apologies. Just think about it. So if you're still not good and you just got there, they're going to release you because it is what it is. So if they don't do if they don't do this, what's going to happen is that NXT is going to NXT is going to go away. NXT, because the ratings are horrible. At first it was taped. Now they did it. They're doing it live. If you look at it, it is a hot tub of garbage. I informed y'all that I was going to try to look at NXT. I looked at NXT. Man, it is just that bad. And I will not review it. I will not review NXT. Hands down, 100%, no. I'm not going to review it. If this doesn't happen, AEW is going to become the dominant flagship, which I hope does happen, to humble WWE. NXT will be number 2. And eventually, New Japan is going to come to a mainstream audience where we will see New Japan be a dominant number 3. You have all these part-time wrestlers on WWE, including Roman Reigns, who is the world champion, and we don't see him. You don't see him. What is the point of having the belt and we don't see you? We're going to see you tomorrow. We know you're on a part-time schedule. We know that you're burnt out. But come on, this is getting old. This is getting old. We're continuously getting releases on a regular basis, and your news isn't good. We don't have good news coming out of WWE. Now, I'm not saying we don't have good news coming out of AEW, but we rarely hear from Impact because they're doing it right now. They're doing it absolutely right now. Ring of Honor. Tony Khan did a great job. Before Tony Khan took over, he said, we're not going to release any person. We're not going to release you. We're going to continue to pay you, and even though it was a downfall, but we're not going to release you because we know you need the money. We know you need it. WWE, you're a multi-billion-dollar company. Multi-billion-dollar company. You have so much money that you think that you are still down, so you got to release people. Stop doing it. You're diluting the product. If you look at any of my AEW reviews and you look at my WWE reviews, it is just me yelling a lot because it's just that bad. I don't want to see copy and paste matches. That's what you see on WWE a lot. A lot of copy and paste. Nobody wants to see that. It's fresh almost every single week on both products. And they only have 3 hours of shows. 3 hours. You have a 2-hour show and a 1-hour show. And they are just that good. You have 5-6 hours of shows on USA, and they are all bad. 6 hours, probably an hour and 30 minutes of everything that shows is good. That's bad. That's truly bad. Get your shit together, y'all. Get your shit together. Figure it out. You have to do better, y'all. I'm done. Today is my birthday. I'm not trying to be mad, but I'm just telling y'all the truth. So until then, y'all, like, share, subscribe. Love me. Happy birthday to me. Until then, love, peace, and of course, wrestling.